Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 with Jolly Glitterspark, Terror of the Sword Coast. Looks like we were about to have a chat with Raphael, so we should probably do that.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
What was that? Exactly?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
My tadpole is slumbering, my blood isn't boiling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Clever, but when we first met you promised me a cure. This isn't a cure.
I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Well, if I want to kill everyone in this city, we can't let the brain do it. You talking about Orpheus?
Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Why do I want to free him?
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain.
I doubt he'll be a friend. He'll see us as part Gake, and he'll want us dead, probably. But fine, how do I free him?
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Well, that's perfect. Give it to me.
Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite.
Suppose you want my soul in exchange for the hammer?
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
I'm tempted, but tell me why you're so eager to get hold of the crown.
I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings.
Cool.
The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
I think you'd make a fantastic Archdevil Supreme.
You're too kind, and extremely insightful. With the crown, I would impose perfect order, unity, efficiency, control. My kingdom would control its borders and stay within them.
Where's the crown been?
Hidden. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the Hells, deep in the Hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Right here. You'll find everything is in order.
Okay, we got a contract.
The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal.
Yeah, what the heck. We want Orpheus dead, so we need to free him.
Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my house of hope.
Interesting.
I'll be seeing you. And when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a diabolist can offer some comfort. or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.
Wonderful. We've done a deal. Now let's go to the House of Hope and steal the contract. So, the Orphic Hammer. It's in our grasp. It's a legendary warhammer. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. It's a +3 weapon. And it's got the Unshackling Strike. Smite the magical bonds, keeping a creature restrained, paralysed and stunned, freeing it. Could anyone use this weapon? Doubt it. It's not really our thing. I don't think anyone needs to equip it for any reason.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
Gorilla wants a chat.
A toast to Raphael's latest client, the savior of the city.
Oh, you're right about saving the city.
The boss is always right, even though he's so very wrong.
You're very enthusiastic. You really like working for Raphael.
More than anything. My old dwarfen master used to beat me and feed me scraps. Raphael treats me right and feeds me well. Better to feast in the hells than go begging in the heavens.
What exactly is your job?
When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure.
Who'd be stupid enough to break into a devil's home?
Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business. Doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Gortash must have had some help from someone with infernal connections. Any idea who?
Yeah, a diabolist with a loose sense of duty and a hunger to be richer than Mammon. I almost wish he'd asked me. I'd have told him to stick his gauntlet where the sun don't shine and wiped that smug little grin off his face. Conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work.
So there might be a diabolist out there who can help us find our way into the House of Hope. So we've got various jobs to do. We've got nether stones to find. We've got murder tribunals to impress. We can escape or fulfill the deal. We can free Orpheus. And then shank him up good for Lae'zel. All sorts of stuff going on, basically. We've got to pass into the city proper, haven't we? So we should be okay to just stroll up here. Although the last time we met Steel Watchers, they did try to murder us, so...
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
I've been invited to the ordination.
Well, be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry.
Maybe we
Lower
will.
the gates. Special permission.
We like making merry. Not very close to another level at this stage. It's our friend.
Triumph after triumph. You have excelled in base villainy. For she who fights with monsters should look to it that she herself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death.
As if I would.
Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your line. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Sounds like a fine plan to me.
Blood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
Let's revel in the memories of murder.
The cruelty of the slayer leaps around within. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Wonderful. And there we go. We've got a personal invite from old friend Gortash.
Hells, not this again.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Let's gather up all the stones then, hadn't we?
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city.
I'm not taking orders from a piece of metal.
Correct your tone, citizen.
Suck my ass.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from her bloody disgrace, it's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you, but I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy.
I like your tone, Gortash. But humour me. I have amnesia.
Then she didn't die. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated.
What was my role in this plan?
In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets. Killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorpe. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of Justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
How dare she take my place? I'll make her pay.
Good, good. I can see you're still your old self. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
I want to avenge myself. I want to strike at Orin.
Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own, desperate to impress Baal. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
I will bring her to heel.
You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to the Scion of Baal. You are his dear lady. He created you to rule.
What do you propose?
Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge, sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
He wants what we want. Orin dead, and the Elder Brain subjugated. An alliance would serve us well.
Well, if Mincy's in favour, then maybe we should go for it. Orin betrayed me, though. And you did nothing to help me then. What's changed?
We would not meddle in each other's affairs. This was our agreement. She came to us as Baal's chosen. We are but servants to our lords. Your presence here means your lord sees a purpose for you yet. I tolerated Orin, but I liked you.
I will defeat Orin, and we should be allies. You have my oath.
Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth. The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
I must go.
Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Wouldn't dream of missing it.
Then we proceed. The Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Yes.
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Huzzah!
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Wonderful. Now let's figure out how to break this alliance. Got doors, but they're all red. Oh, we nipped through one. But are we allowed? No one seems to be complaining. Wonderful, let's have an explore. So we can't quite get up there, it seems. Or can we? Yep, looks like we're up. Can we get higher? Maybe not. But now Astarion's up here. What if we just jump with Astarion? Would that be easier? Can everyone else jump up here? No, it seems like half the crew can't get up top.
Seems you've crossed the wrong threshold. Time to defend yourself.
Gortash literally just told us that we don't have any problems from the Steel
This is a
Watch.
restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Well, now it's all kicking off. Let's talk our way out of it. Is it Minty or is it us? What even is trespassing when you think about it? It's just being in a place. Where's the crime in that? I don't think we need friends. We'll probably get the role.
Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Best not try that again, lest your actions speak louder than your words.
Yeah, we'll leave. Okay. Minty has literally left. Curious. I feel like this isn't boding well. Two of our party are in a punch-up. Another one can't quite reach to get into the same punch-up. Everyone's cowering. Why is everyone cowering? Where's Gortash cowering? Where did that fist go? There's all sorts of people in here.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Are they? Let's see. Are you in the combat? It's hard to tell. I want to just sort of move onto this Baron if I can, but it doesn't seem to be letting me. Yeah, everyone's in combat except for Minty. Now she's in the fight. Ah, the fist is also in the fight. Okay. So we've kind of got two fights going on. It's all a bit strange. I just want to pop up top and have a look around. But so be it. Steel Watch are going to do their thing. They look a bit goofy when they dash. That one is going to try and reposition Astarion. I mean, Astarion's a killer machine, but can he deal with 3 Steel Watchers with just Shadowheart's help? Is the question. I mean, he's got a crit on his first hit, so that's good. He can use Drunken Technique to do extra damage. And then maybe he moves around the Steel Watcher. There's a trap. And then Shadowheart. Can she get up top? She can, but then can she shoot the thing from there? Maybe not. So maybe she's best off coming over here. So Shadow Arrows, Grasping Arrows, deal poison damage. I guess that's not going to work on a Steel Watcher, is it? Yeah, Poison and Psychic, they don't mind. So our Special Arrows aren't a great deal of use. Unless we banish someone. What are odds of hitting, anyway? 75%. Or with Sharpshooter, 50%. Even with the 75%, we're missing shots. So Sharpshooter's not a lot of help. It seems like a good time for an action surge. Okay, now it's about to explode. Can we go back to Astarion? Yeah, he's not got enough movement left to get out of its range. That's unfortunate. Now Minty. What if you cast a spell and then fly? Can you do that? Okay, we killed that bugger. And then can you fly up to here? You can. Good, so that's Minty in the proper fight as well now. It's just Jolly who... Oh, she can Misty Step, can't she? Yeah, did I give her a Repelling Blast? Maybe. Okay, Astarion took the hit. Not a huge surprise. Once again, he's not been pulled in. Kind of worried about that stun trap.
A trap? Someone doesn't like visitors.
Indeed. But now, maybe we don't need Drunken Technique, but what else are we using? Key points on. Blam. Lots of damage. And then because we use that, we can disengage. Which means when this Watcher explodes, we're not too concerned. Now, Minty. What about Nice Storm? Can you make them fall on their butts? No, they're immune to prone. Okay, now we know. Let's hide up here. And this one is very close to exploding. So we should probably just Eldritch Blast it. There we go. We almost pushed it back into range of the next one, which is something I was hoping to do. But alas, we didn't quite manage it. That one's jumped over the ice. So I think we'll do the same with the Starion. We will Fisticuff. And then we will give it a kick and scuttle away. Let's scuttle which way? In there. That seems fine. And then, do we want to magic missile maybe? Guaranteed hits. We like that. Although not much damage. I was expecting a bit more damage than that. Oh well. Rakish sneak attack? Not enough movement? What do you mean not enough movement? We didn't move that far out, did we? Apparently we did. Bam. So yeah, it's going to explode. So we'll scuttle away again. Oh, there's another one. And it's pulled Minty into the explosion range. Motherfucker. Absolute wretch. Well, let's get Minty on her feet. And then, where did that one even come from? How are we going to get round to dealing with that one? Let's just see what happens if we generally end our turns. Although we will have a quick sip on Minty. What are you going to do? Are you going to reposition again? Or are you going to jump down? Okay. Got the high ground. That should be fine. Cunning Dash then. It costs us a hit. But I guess that's okay. And it lets us get back down the ladder just in case this ladder does explode. Which you might do, depends how much damage we can do. That's a good shot. We like a crit. Now. Call lightning. Is this bugger vulnerable to lightning? He is. Blam. Now he's about to pop. Wonderful. We win the fight. Suppose we can afford a little rest. Let's just check. Consider Gortash's bargain. Disable the steel watch. Okay, it seems like we've not ruined our ability to ally with Gortash. We can disable these traps without too much bother. There'll probably be more. And we're in Gortash's upper floors. Incineration casters. Okay, that was a mistake. Let's try this. Wonderful. Yeah, we don't want any of these traps left hanging around for when we have the confrontation with Gortash down the line. Eldritch Blast is a useful device. There's nothing it can't solve for you. Is that it? Oh yeah, there's these ones. Ah! Now what's happening? iron consoles and black gauntlets. And maybe that incineration caster is active. Oh, that one's still alive as well. Okay. I guess we can't mock it. No. Well, we got ourselves into another rumble. This was unexpected. Oh wait, there's a couple of grenades on the floor. And somehow Astarion just got hit for like 7 million damage. I guess the grenades hit us. On your feet, lad. And then we probably want to shoot that down. If we can. Did no damage because it's sturdy. Vulnerable to bludgeoning. Resistant to piercing. And because it's sturdy, it has to have at least 10 damage done to it. Okay. Now, Astarion. There are more of those casters in there. We want to deal with the ones in this room, for sure. But we also want to beat up this Steel Watcher a bit. Now he's ready to blow.
On your command.
Now, Minty, can you move away, please? Can you blow up this thing? Yeah, you can. You got a bonus action, so have a little sip. Now these guys are going to stroll in, do their thing. Are you standing in the explosion of the Steel Watcher? That would be amusing. It's been forever and a day since I've fought anyone up here, so I wasn't sure how this was going to go, but this wasn't it, I'll tell you that much. So Jolly, you can deal with that thing, and that set that guy on fire a bit. I probably could have fired 2 shots at that guy, to be honest. But there we go, we got an explosion off, and that guy's almost dead. Take away the almost, because that guy is bested. Yeah, these guys are level 11. They're tricky. Can we blind one of them? Apparently not. But we've got action surge, right? Can we blind one of them now? Saved against it. Okay. Gonna try again. Finally, we blinded one. Good. Oh, is that a concussion grenade? Piss. Cunning dash. See ya. Now, Astarion, you're not in the best of shape health-wise. There we go, that's a smidge of health back. That is you out of bonus actions, though. We could intoxicate and possibly get this guy drunk. Saved against it. Shame. There we go. That guy's drunk and his concentration's been broken. Are we still going to be opportunity attacked if we move away? Probably. Because, yeah. His ability to opportunity attack isn't reduced by the fact that he's drunk. But we've now got life of the party, so we've got a bonus to armor class against drunk targets. Sweet. That works out perfectly. Now, we have got an active spell, so let's just drop a bit of that on those bad boys. Another potion, just in case. Okay, that one did good damage. Starion's on his last legs. And he's the only one who's in range of this bugger. Which means down he goes. Okay. Now what's our plan? Can we throw that grenade over there? Jeez, that did damage. Oh, we like that. We like that a lot. And there goes another victim. Could potentially mock that one as well, just...
Your breath has killed the dead twice over.
Well, it's worth a try. Now... There's another concussion grenade. Where's that appeared from? There. Why is it there? I thought we'd cleared all the grenade tossers in this room. Unless there's two on either side, perhaps? Ah, there we go. There's one up there. Mother trucker. Okay, that's the fight over. Wonderful. On your feet, Astari. Now let us deal with these other grenade impellers. Ah yeah, they're different. The ones on the walls throw out fire, don't they? Whereas these ones were grenades all along. It's a fun little fight, having grenades tossed around the place. I like it.
Helped.
Now, does anyone have anything useful for us? A spear +1. We'll add it to wares. Ooh, mace +2. That's kind of cool. And I suppose we should loot Steel Watchers, see what they can do for us. Infernal Iron and Watcher Greatswords. Cool. So you can get a lot of Infernal Iron, possibly, in this act. Now, we had dealt with all the traps in here, hadn't we?
Very well.
We've got some more in here. So we'll just take them out. I feel like by the time Gortash comes back up here and sees all his crew are dead, he's going to realise that we are not actually acting with his best interests at heart. But that's fine. It gives them time to prepare for us. Not that it will do him any good. Oh, we've got a piano. Yeah. And a gilded chest. Can we crack this bad boy open? I'd imagine so. 25. It's a difficult chest. It contains the accelerated grand design. Okay, just a bit about the plan. Helldusk boots. You cannot be forcibly moved by a foe's spells or actions, and you ignore the effects of difficult terrain. Does that include slipping on ice? Whenever you fail a saving throw, you can use your reaction to succeed instead. And Hellcrawler. Teleport to an area and deal fire damage where you land. Nice. Those boots seem pretty useful. So we're already not falling over on things. Nor's Astarion. The best Minty can do is that. Let's put these boots on Astarion. And let's put the Hoarfrost boots on Minty. Definitely worth coming up here this early then. Get ourselves some sick boots. In this opulent chest we find the Servitor of the Blackhand Gloves. Your unarmed attacks deal additional force damage. 1 to 4. What you got right now? Helldusk gloves or something? Gloves of Crushing. A bonus, +1 bonus to attack rolls, and an additional 2 bludgeoning damage. We don't really need the attack roll bonus, do we? Because we're already pretty good at that with our high strength. So I think we're fine.
Let's have a look at myself.
We'll just use that mirror just because we're not allowed to.
Breathe deep and move.
Oranges, grapes. Not my favourite fruits. Banana though. Red apple. Now you're talking. And now we're encumbered with all this fruit that we've picked up. Bunch of books and stuff. Next steps. Pacifying the city. Yeah, that sounds like the next steps, alright. Might be more traps outside. Because we haven't explored all the way around. We don't want to leave these traps behind and then stumble over them next time we come up here. And with those traps down, we should probably head back downstairs and make sure that everyone's not hostile. Okay, looks like everyone's chill. Gortash is chill. The Duke's chill. I think as soon as we leave this area, Gortash will move upstairs and realise that he's made a terrible mistake in trusting us. And we're pretty close now to the city proper. So join us next time when we unleash ourselves upon the place and it doesn't know what's hit it. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.